my morning stream, and today we are going to show you some tanks, of course. But let's start with the update 9.21 new customization mechanics in World of Tanks. I want to show you guys what it's all about because it's a lot of text on the website. But I will just show you what you can do and what you can't do. Basically, the thing is that Wargaming found a way to get in our pockets without changing anything in the game itself, without giving people advantages in the game. It's just the cosmetic look that can be changed. Okay, let's start with the official text. So, customization is the key to turning your vehicles into fully realized digital representations of you and your personality, achievements and favorite parts of World of Tanks. That's the vision, and now we're laying down the foundation for it, marking the first step towards new ways to experience World of Tanks. It introduces visual effects and a significantly wider list of paints, camo, emblems and inscriptions to pick from. Most importantly, we're redesigning the way customization works, adding styles and mapping out a set of customable areas on a tank. Now, don't forget, we are only talking about paints, camo, emblems and inscriptions. For those who thought we had already the customization mechanics for extra things on the tank, like tree logs, sand sacks, and so on, all that kind of stuff, that's not in here yet. We are only talking about paints, camos, emblems and inscriptions. That's very important to know, okay? The exterior, that's the button in the center of the screen. The exterior window gets 5 separate tabs now, where you can apply pre-designed style stats or create your own using paint, camouflage, emblems, inscriptions and visual effects. Here we'll talk about all of it in more detail. We're not going to talk about it only, I'm going to show you guys what it's all about. So what's new? We have style sets. Customization items are now brought together in style sets designed to help you quickly personalize your vehicle. Pre-configured style sets might include a mix of paints, camos, emblems, etc. and automatically apply them in one click. So I'm going to show that to you guys. Let's take ourselves the new tier 8. Here we go. Oh, I already did that. So let's take ourselves the AMX M4 MLE 45. It's a tier 7. When you go to the exterior, you click the exterior button here. There we go. We have 2 tabs. You have a tab My Style and you have a tab Style Sets. We're talking about the style sets here. So style sets are pre-designed camo patterns for summer, winter, desert, and Wargaming already pre-designed it for us. So those are the style sets. For this vehicle I have only one set, rental style, France. You click on it and you can see that your whole tank is in this camo, at least for the summer. This is for the winter and this is for the desert. You can change that here on the left side of the screen. And here on the right side we get more information about the camouflages. You can extend automatically. You have to know, you have to pay for them. The pre-designed styles, these style sets, are payable with credits. It's 1 credit, and it goes for, I think, 10 battles. Yeah, it's 1 credit for 10 battles. So it's 10 credits for 100 battles. It's 100 credits for 1000 battles. So those are the. Actually, I think it's cheaper than the previous way, because in the end it will not be cheaper, but you have to know right now, in the current version of the game we are playing, you can buy camouflages that aren't definitive, temporary. Those camouflages are temporary, and you can buy them for 7 days or for 30 days, and you have to buy a certain amount of credits, and it's not cheap. Or you can decide to take a permanent camo, and then you have to pay gold for it. Here you can go for a camouflage, and it's not for 7 days for a huge amount of credits, or 30 days for an even huger amount, bigger amount of credits. You just buy them for 1 credit for 10 battles. That's actually rather cheap, I think. Who is going to feel 1 credit in 10 battles, or 100 credits in 1000 battles? Who is going to feel that? 1000 credits for 10,000 battles. You see, it's cheap. And those are just the basic style sets. So the basic camos, those are actually the camos you could buy, you can buy right now in the current version of the game with gold, the permanent camo. So for the summer, the winter, and the desert. This is a tier 7 vehicle, so let's take a tier 8. There are differences in tiers, and there are also differences in a premium or a non-premium vehicle. So let's take this Swedish one. Of course, I already have a permanent camo on it. So let's see what I can do here. Okay, so the style sets, this is the style set. There we go. This is the style set for the summer. This is the style set for the winter, and this is the style set for the desert. And of course, Wargaming gives us the typical camos for that country, so for Sweden. Those are the style sets. It's very easy to apply. You can do that for every tank, no matter which tier. So now I have a tier 5 Chinese TD, and we go to style sets, and you just click the rental style up, and you have, in 1 click with the mouse button, you have 3 camos for the summer, the winter, and the desert. See? But don't forget, guys, if you just click the style set here, don't look at this screen, and you go for purchase, then you buy 1 credit for 10 battles. If you hover over the style set, it says inventory 1 credit costs for 10 battles. So you click purchase, and then you get a list of the changes you applied. So I took the style set, and that will cost me 1 credit. And if you go over it again, you get the information for how many battles the camo will be applied. Now, we didn't select that after 10 battles this camo has to be reapplied. So what I want to say is be very careful here, or attentive, that if you click the exterior button and you choose the style set here, the pre-designed style set, don't forget to select extend automatically. You can find it here in the right window. Extend automatically. So this means that after 10 battles, this camo will be resupplied on the tank for the next 10 battles, and so on, for the next 10, for the next 10, for the next 10. This, if you select extend automatically, you will have a permanent camo, sort of speak. Alright, so close this. Let's take the tier 8 here, a tier 8 standard vehicle. It's not a premium one. And these are the same style sets, of course. So you can't change anything else here. The only thing here you can do is select extend automatically. So you have the camos for summer, winter and desert. Purchase, you get an overview and you hit purchase and exit, and you have the camo on this vehicle. Okay, but there are other ways to put camos on the tank. So we have also paint. Each tech tree now has a variety of paints to choose from. They differ across nations and can be applied separately to the hull, turret, gun, suspension and gun mantlet. Also, you can choose the main color theme for winter, summer and desert maps. How paint works. Coloring each module takes 1 can of paint. Painting the entire tank takes 5 cans, of course, because we have the hull, that's 1, turret is 2, gun is 3, suspension is 4, and the gun mantlet is 5. So you need 5 buckets of paint to paint your entire tank in a color or in different colors. That is doable. You can paint your tank in different colors. So make sure you've got enough in stock before you get started. Okay, historically accurate and non-historical paint work differently. Having bought a can of non-historical paint, you can apply it for any season, 1 can per module of course, so maximum 5 cans. Historical paint is a whole other thing. With it, you need to buy paint separately for each season. In other words, you need 15 cans of historical accurate paint to fully color a tank for 3 seasons. Okay, so non-historical color, blue, purple, yellow, etc. There you need a maximum of 5 buckets of paint to paint your whole tank. The hull, turret, gun, suspension and the gun mantlet. But if you want historical accurate paint, then you will need 15 buckets of paint, for 5 buckets for each season. Don't forget it. So historical accurate elements are visible to all players by default. If you'd like to see all elements, including designs that diverge from history, just uncheck the Hide Non-Historic Elements box in the Settings tab. So, this is something I already saw on Facebook and on the forums, etc. People who were asking, do we have an ability to disable those non-historical looks? I don't want to see pink tanks, yellow tanks, blue tanks, purple tanks, etc. Yes, you can disable that. So you just go to the settings. Here we go. And in the first tab, the general tab, you scroll down all the way to the bottom. And there you have enable battle recording, blah blah blah. Display marks of excellence. And then you have hide non-historical elements. So that is selected standardly. I deselected it. So hide non-historical elements. If this is selected, then all non-historical things on a tank will disappear. You won't see them. You will see a normal looking tank. But if you unselect this option, you will see all tanks in their in the colors that the player chose for that vehicle. So if the vehicle is yellow, then you will see a yellow tank. If the vehicle is purple and green and blue and yellow, then you will see a purple and green and blue and yellow tank. Okay, so this is very important. People tend to forget this little sentence Wargaming puts in the text on their website, that you can disable or enable hide non-historical elements. Hey Bookser, good morning man. So for tier 8 grind in, let's say, 110 battles, you pay 11 credits. Yes, that's true. You pay... no. Just a second. Yes, that's true. You pay 1 credit for a group of 10 battles. So 10 battles cost you 1 credit for the pre-designed style sets. Only for the pre-designed style sets. But I think that will be the most taken thing, because all other things, and we will come to that, you have to use gold, you know. So indeed, it's way better. I think personally that this system is cheaper than if you have to pay 100, 200, 300 gold per season for a permanent camo. So now we just pay for, let's say, 1000 battles. 1000 battles is a lot. And you only pay 100 credits. 100 credits. Who will feel that? 100 credits for 1000 battles. So, okay. I don't want to hide the non-historical elements. I want to see the tanks driving around in yellow, purple, blue. I don't know. We will see that in a bit. Okay. So, let's take a tier 8 premium tank. I can't do the exterior of this one because this tank came with a permanent Sabaton camo. So this is wrong of me. Let's take, oh, this one. Yeah. The AMX CDC. Let's take the AMX CDC. A tier 8 premium medium tank. So we go to the exterior. And now you can see a lot of other things. Okay, first of all, also for a premium tank, you can just apply the pre-designed style sets. So you have the pre-designed style set for France, and that's the same as I showed before. So this is the camo for the summer, this will be the camo for the winter, and this will be the camo for the desert. And also here it costs me, or it will cost me 1 credit for 10 battles. So 100 credits for 1000 battles. 1000 credits for 10,000 battles. Many players don't even have 10,000 battles. So 1000 credits, you guys. 1000 credits for 10,000 battles. Nobody is going to feel that. Yeah, indeed. The camo rating is the same. So you get a plus, in this case here, I get a plus 3%. I think in the current version of the game, it's also plus 3%. It's always plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. So here I have a plus 3%. So it is the same. And indeed, it's nice. This is a nice change. But we are going one step further. Seriously, man? Hey, Wincom the Lion, good morning, man. This is for the moment on the common test server. Yes, it is. The common test. So, now we have My Style, the My Style tab. Let's talk about the My Style tab. What can you do with the My Style tab? First, let's see, we have Custom Style, Non-Historical Elements, Show, Hide Non-Historical Elements. Click to view the list of non-historical elements. So, oh god. Okay, so for the moment you have a button here on top underneath the name of your tank and the tier and the class of your tank. No, the prices don't bump up income. On the contrary, I think in the end it's a better thing, because if you just go for the pre-designed style sets, it only costs you 1 credit, a normal credit, not gold, 1 credit for 10 battles. So 100 credits for 1000 battles, 1000 credits for 10,000 battles. Who will feel that? Nobody will feel that. You play 1 battle and you already have your camo back for 10,000 battles, you know. So it's better than using gold for a permanent camo. That is what I think, of course. You earn credits for free, and you earn 1000 credits in certainly in 1 battle. So this is way better. They could bump it up for 1k battle. They're not going to do that. It's just 1 credit for... Yeah, of course, it's still the testing phase. That's also in their text on their website, that prices can still change. I hope it won't, because at least certainly not for these style sets. Okay, but let's go to the My Style. I want to make this tank a personalized tank. Now you know you have the 3 periods of time here: summer, winter and desert, and you have to design your tank for each season here. Oh, what I was saying, of course. On top of the screen you have the tier, the class and the name of your tank, and underneath it you have Custom Style. If you click that button, Custom Style, you get a list of all non-historical things on your tank. So if I click it now, I didn't change anything on my tank for the moment. But what does it say? Non-historical elements, and I have two emblems on my tank from before. I have the War Child emblem, and I have the 100 Years Tanks emblem on this tank. So that means in the current version of the game, everybody sees the emblems on the sides of your turret. Everybody. But now we have the do you still know? We have the option here in the settings, all the way down. We have the option to hide non-historical elements. Hide non-historical elements. So if I click this, the 2 emblems are categorized as a non-historical element. So players who select that option to hide non-historical elements won't even see the emblems you put on your tank. So that's good to know. Now everybody just sees a standard colored tank. I didn't put camo on my CDC yet, so I have a standard colored tank, the green one. and I have my two emblems. Now in the current version of the game everybody can see these two emblems, but in the new version of the game people who have chosen to not see non-historical elements will not see your emblems either. Okay, so if you want to know if there are non-historical elements on your tank, just click this button here on top of the screen, custom style, and you get a list of non-historical elements, and you get even the option to remove them all in one click. Okay, let's go further. So we have my style. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs here. We have a tab paint, so we have different colors. We have a tab camouflage, we have different camouflages. Then we have the tab emblems, we already know the emblems and the inscriptions here. And we have also a tab effects, and effects is just one thing, worn paint. So to make look your tank used or old, you know. So let's start with the paint. We have the basic French color. Those paints doesn't give you an extra camouflage bonus. So this is only cosmetical. This will not give you a bonus. And we are talking about base colors, you know. So the first one is always the color of the nation. So let's put this on my turret. You see the difference? So this is the how can you see the difference? Good. So the turret is now in a French olive green, I think. Yeah, vert olive green. And that's a typical French color for the summer. The tank comes in this French green, and now the turret is in this green. You can do all 5 tanks, the gun mantlet, the gun itself, the hull and the tracks. So we have 5 buckets. We used 5 buckets. For each bucket it will cost you 1 gold. 1 piece of gold for each bucket. So 5 buckets, it cost me 5 gold. That's only for 1 season, you guys. It's only for 1 season. So now I put my tank in one color, the olive green for the French vehicles. But you can even choose other nations' colors. You have the USSR base color. It's yeah, another color. Then we have a gray color for Germany. Then we have the UK color, base color, the USA base color. Then we have China, Sweden, Japan, and Czechoslovakia. And then we have the those are all historical base colors. We are talking about base colors. We are not talking about camouflage. That is the next tab we will look into, but we are talking now of the base colors. So that's the first layer of paint you put on your tank. And you have the non-historicals. And the non-historicals, I only have 2 colors here. Purple and blue. I have the purple and the blue ones. So I can choose to make my tank purple. That's the purple of Go Hard from the Wargaming.net league. That's their purple. Or you can choose to make the turret blue, for instance, and the gun mantlet and the gun, those blue, and the hull and the tracks we make purple. Or you can choose to make your whole tank blue. Alright. So we are already that far. So you can give your tank different colors, of course. You can go for a totally colored tank. Let's do it like this, and I want that, and I want a gray on the bottom. So now I have a tank that is in different colors. Oh, and I want the blue here. Yeah, okay. So there we go. I have a purple gun. I have another color gun mantlet. I have a blue turret. I have another color hull, and I have another color tracks. There we go. Okay. So now we have 5 different colors. Okay, this is for the summer. So you already pay 5 gold for 1 season. Now I have to do the same for the winter. So here is my base color premium French tank. I want for the winter, I want my whole tank in blue. There we go. And for the desert, I want my whole tank in the German grey. There we go. The German grey. Now I have a French-German CDC. Okay, as you can see, we have base colored our tank for all 3 seasons. And to make the difference even more, let's choose. So there we go. So the summer is a purple tank, the winter is a blue tank, and the desert is the German grey tank. Okay, that already will cost me 15 gold. So here we can see we have the summer, and if you want to remove everything for 1 season, you can just click here on the right screen. You can click the remove button and the whole tank will... Oh no, that's only for the tracks. You have to select each module or part of the tank, and you can remove the color of that part. But I want every part of the tank in purple. Okay, so we have already a cost of 15 gold. 15 gold, of course this is permanent. You don't have to resupply this. It's gold, it's permanent. So we have the paints. Historical ones for each nation has its color, and the non-historical ones, I have 2 colors here, purple and blue. We go to the next tab, the camouflage. On those base colors you can put camouflages. So again, we have camouflages that are suitable for each nation. This is for France. All camouflages here are for France, and then we have a multicolor. Alright. That also costs you 1 gold for each camo. So for the summer I want a multicolor on my hull, turret. Sorry, my turret. So did you see? If I take a camo here, it will paint. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, that's a good one. So some camos, like here, will paint your whole turret in brown and green. Then you have camos with black in it, but this will, it says in the description, spots with a black colored bread. A scheme without separating lines was adopted in blah blah blah. So the black is basically the base color that you gave your tank. So if you have black in the I think, is it for all? No, it's not for all camos. So you have colors, if you put them on, that the base color you gave your tank is still popping up, you know, like this one. You can still see the purple. This camo won't see the purple, so what you can do then is go back to the paints and for the turret disable the purple paint, because it's not, you can't see it, but you did pay 1 gold for it. So you can remove this and the camo stays the same. Do you understand? I hope you do. So go back to the camouflage. You have to be careful here. You would pay more gold than necessary. But I want to put a camo on it, the multicolor. I want to choose the multicolor and I put it on my turret. And I can still see my base color purple. So I will keep the purple as a base color and I keep my 1 gold for it. Okay. So you can put a different kind of camo on each part of the tank. You see? You can just choose different camos. Oh, why can't I take the tracks here? Oh, you can't put camo on the tracks. You can only put camo on the hull, the turret, the gun and gun mantlet are one thing. So the gun and gun mantlet, I want this camo. The turret, I want that camo with the base color. And my hull, I want this camo. Okay. Now, there is still something else you can change for each part. If you select the turret, and we are only working now for the summer, you have to remember this. There are 3 seasons. We have to do the tank for 3 seasons. So, the turret. I chose the base color purple. I chose this first trimmed camouflage, so I can still see the base color purple. And now on the right side here, you can choose the scale of your camo spots. So you can choose for small, or medium, or large. The best thing to see it is, for the French nation here, is the camo with the branches on it. So here you go. If you choose small, the branches are smaller. If you choose medium, you get this. And if you choose large, you get this. So large, medium, small. So you can choose your paint, you can choose your camo, and you even can choose the size of, or the scale of your camo pattern. You can make that small or medium or large. Don't forget, if I would choose to take this camouflage, then it's not needed to take the purple paint. So I can take the purple paint away for this part of the tank. Then I don't have to buy gold for it. Otherwise you pay too much gold. Alright, so let's go back to camouflage. So you can put different camouflage patterns on different parts of your tank. The hull, the gun and gun mantlet are one and the same for the camouflages, not for the paint, and the turret. But I said I wanted the multicolor for every part of my tank. I want the multicolor so I can still see my purple base color. Oh, and for the multicolor, I can even choose brown and that beige, or I can choose, oh crap, the turret. I can choose the green, but then my base color disappears. Green and brown and beige, or I can go for beige and green but then my base color disappears. So again, you can remove the purple paint then. so you don't have to pay for it with gold, you know. So I'm going for this first color scheme, and maybe I'm going for small or medium or large. Let's just go for medium. So there we go. For the winter, we have a blue tank for winter, but I want camouflage on it. So for the turret, I want the multicolor, of course. And here again, you can choose out of 3 color schemes. The first one, or the second one, or the third one. If you go for the second or the third one, then you can disable the blue paint in the first tab, because you don't even see it. But I will go for the base color blue that is still visible. There we go. So now I have my blue-white tank for the winter. And I can do the same for the desert. Let's take the multicolor for this one and that one, and the gun mantlet, or maybe oh no, let's take this. Then I still see the German gray. Okay, so that's the base colors paint. The base paint is blue, and I put camouflage on my tanks for each season: summer, winter, and desert. We have 3 times a base color, 3 times a camouflage pattern on top of that. So until now I have 24 gold that I will need to spend in order to have those colors and camouflages definitely, so permanent. The paint doesn't give you an extra bonus on the camouflage values, but the camouflages of course do give you the normal plus 3%, plus 2% or plus 4% bonus to concealment. Okay, but I still want one other thing. I'm not talking about emblems or inscriptions yet, but I want to have my tank have a worn look, an old look, a used look. So you can go for the worn paint here. Worn paint, and you can see the difference. So this is without the worn paint, and just watch the blue bit, and this is with the worn paint, without, with, without, with. So the worn paint is just, you make it an old tank. More scratches in it and more paint that is removed by the scratches. And you have to do that again. You have to do that for each season. So again, this is 3 extra gold. Alright. So now I have 27 gold in total. That's still much cheaper than what we have to buy now for permanent camo. Now we have to buy between 100 and I think 400 gold for each season. I'm sorry for you, Bookser, that you are having that much trouble with your stream or by watching the stream. I think the stream itself from my side is in order. Everything's going well here. But hey, thanks for being here, man. En zie je de volgende keer, kerel. Alright, so let's go on. We have now, and does it say something? So you purchase this once. This is permanent. So if you use gold, it's permanent. So it's way cheaper than what we have now, actually. So what I said, that Wargaming found another way to get into our pockets. It's actually cheaper now than what it is in the current version of the game. Okay, so now if I click this custom style button here on top, I will have all things that I put on the tank. So I already had my emblems. They were already there before the test version of the game. And I have 5 buckets of blue and 5 buckets of purple. The camouflages are historical correct, so they will not disappear when people select the option to hide non-historical elements on the tank. Okay. And of course we have still 2 other tabs, the emblems tab and the inscriptions tab. So for the emblems we have the all different emblems here, you know. I already have 2 emblems, so I will stick with those 2 emblems. But the emblems will cost you 1 gold for each emblem, and you can put them on each side of your turret. A plus sign lights up on the position of the tank where you can put those emblems. The same goes for the inscriptions. If you go to the inscriptions, a plus sign will highlight on the tank on the position where you can put a inscription. So here it's on both sides of my turret, but you have tanks where you can put a subscription on the front part of the hull. Here for this tank it's on this location. So let's go for, let's say, Paris. I want Paris on this side. Just click the plus. And on the other side I want let's say I want line there. I'm line. Okay, there we go. We have line and we have Paris. Still, these emblems and inscriptions don't give you a bonus on whatsoever. Not on camouflage, on concealment, or they don't give you anything. It's just for the cosmetic look of your tank. So, I have myself. Oh, and the emblems were already there, but the inscriptions are only here for the desert. For the winter I want 2 other inscriptions, I'm sorry. So let's take that. And for the summer I want other inscriptions. Oh my god, man. There we go. So now we have 3 totally different tanks, except for the model. We have 3 totally different tanks for each season. And this is permanent. If you buy this, this is permanent. And the current gold prices tell me that this permanent thing for this tank for 3 seasons will cost me 33 gold. This is very cheap. If you click the purchase button, then the deal is not done yet. You get first your all the changes in a list, and you have to confirm that. So, and there you can remove certain things if you don't want them anymore. But you have a list for the summer, the winter, and deserts. So the changes are separate in the list for each season. And if you say yes, this is what I want, this is definite, then you click the purchase and exit button, and everything is mounted on your tank. And here you go. I have my CDC for 3 seasons, and this is permanent, so I only paid 33 gold for 3 seasons. I don't think that this gold price is going to stick, because now if you want permanent camo, I don't know. I don't know what. Don't quote me on this, but I don't think that these gold prices are going to stick. I mean, permanent camo, permanent base color, permanent emblems, permanent inscription, and that for just 33 gold for 3 seasons? I don't think so. I think Wargaming will increase these prices just to get into our pockets a bit more. Only 33 gold for 3 seasons and permanent. I don't think this is going to stick. Okay. So I think I have explained everything about this new mechanic, the customization mechanic. Let's go back to the website. But here I see other colors, like a lot of other colors. I don't understand. So here it is. The prices aren't final. Check the game client for the full list of relevant prices when the feature gets released. Also, one important thing, they are telling here in the title, update 9.21, that's the next update. Update 9.21, new customization mechanics. But they already say the new customization mechanics aren't tied to update 9.21. So are we going to get this new customization mechanics in the next update? Yes or no? Well, it's not certain yet, because the common test marks the starting point in fine-tuning them, and its release timing depends directly on how well the test goes. We'll release the new customization mechanics to production servers as soon as we're sure that everything's polished and works as it should. As always, we'll keep you updated every step of the way. So, are we going to get this new customization mechanics for certain in update 9.21? That's not certain yet. Everything can still happen. Normally, yes. If all goes well during the test, yes. But if there are things that aren't going well, then it will be a no. Okay. That's a good question, actually. If this new camo system will break the camo mods that players are using. I don't think so, because the camo mods just override everything you already have in your game client. So I don't think so, but maybe the mod builders will have to change something in their code in order to do that. So yes, maybe it will break the camo mods that are certain players are using at first, in the beginning, but after a while it's just a matter of changing just some lines in the code in order to make their mods work again. Okay, but the strange thing is this picture. For this picture I can see a lot of unhistorical paints here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and in my client here I only have 2 non-historical, and I only have the purple and the blue one, and I can't scroll. I don't have anything to scroll, I think. No. Non-historical. So you see, it's only the purple and the blue. Other nations, French colors, all groups. So you can't choose all, and standard it is all. And you can filter your paints by historical items, or by purchased items, or by French colors, or all nation colors, other nation colors, or non-historical, or everything together. But you see, I don't have the let's take a German one. Maybe it's only for the German tanks that we have so much unhistorical colors. So let's go for the German one, and still I only have the purple and the blue. I already checked that, guys, but I want to be sure. So on the website we can see lots of other unhistorical paints, but unfortunately, yeah, so there is a bar here to scroll, but unfortunately I only see two colors, the purple and the blue. So I guess I have to go to the forum and see if other people already made a complaint or talked about this. But this is the only thing I see of non-historical colors, the purple and the blue. That's a pity, because otherwise, for France, think about the AMX 40. What could you do with the AMX 40? Of course, yes, putting the tank in yellow. And then we would have a real duck. Okay, but I only see the non-historical colors purple and blue. I don't have other colors to choose from. So that's really strange that I only have the purple and the blue. That's really strange. So people read the article and they see the other colors, and already I saw in forums and on Facebook that the AMX40 in yellow, blah blah blah, but I don't have the yellow. I can't put the AMX40 in yellow. So, okay, this is my tier 10 German E100, and I want this to be a purple one. So now I have myself a purple E100. Oh my god. Or we can take the German green. This is the base color, German green. Doesn't look bad. And for the winter we have, of course, the... Why should I buy this gray? It's the same gray as... Oh no, it's a bit darker. It's a bit darker. So you can do whatever you want, of course. You can make a fully colored tank. So I want my hull purple, and I want my tracks blue, and I want my gun mantlet in this light blue, and I want my gun in this color. So there you have a fully colored tank, all different colors, 5 parts in a different color. And for the camouflages, you can put the camos on it. For the turret, I want this one. Nope, I want one where my base color is still visible. There we go. And the same for the hull, and the same for the gun and the gun mantlet. There we go. And we can still see the base color. The same goes for this. Let's take this, and for the desert, let's take there we go. So we have ourselves 3 tanks I don't want emblems, I don't want inscriptions, I do want the worn look. There we go. No, I don't want the worn look, so remove it. I want the bright colors. And purchase, there we go. It costs me 18 gold. Again, I don't think these gold prices are going to stick, and maybe like you said, Wincom, maybe the credits also, the credit prices also are going to increase a bit. I hope not, but maybe it will. And certainly the gold prices, I don't think these gold prices are going to stick. I think this is, I personally think this is just fine the way it is. 1 gold for each customization part, and for 3 seasons I have myself a fully permanent customized tank for only, how much did I pay? 18 gold. But I don't think this is going to stick. So okay guys, this is basically everything I have to tell you, or I can tell you about the new customization option we will get in hopefully the next update. Yeah, that's it. I just showed you everything. The only thing that is strange is that on this picture they show us a lot of unhistorical paint colors, but in the client, in the game, I only have purple and blue as unhistorical colors. So let's try another tank, and let's see the, oh, so for non-premium tanks at tier 8 here, I don't even have the base color option, the paint option. So you don't have that option for every tank. Maybe also this is an important thing to tell you guys. You don't have the base color for every tank. You have them for premium tanks starting tier 8. This is a tier 8 standard tank destroyer, but this one doesn't have the paint option, only camouflage, emblems and inscriptions. Then we have, let's say, a tier 2. A tier 2 only has the camouflage, emblems and inscriptions, or the, of course, the style sets are there for every tank. The style sets are there for every tank. So tier 2, no need to go to tier 1, that's the same. Tier 6 basic. We only have the camo, we don't have the paint. So we only have the paint, I think, for this is a tier 8 standard. Don't have the paint. Okay. So for the moment, here I can't do anything. Here also, for the moment, we only have the paint for tier 10s and premium tanks. Let's take a tier 9, where I have a tier 9 somewhere. Give me a tier 9 somewhere. Here we have a tier 9 standard. Yeah, so for the moment we only have the, oh my goodness, man. So again, it's for the best players only. You serious? Oh my god. So again, these paint schemes, these paint basic paint colors are only for tier 10 vehicles or premium vehicles starting from tier 8, I think. Or just premium vehicles. Let's take, for instance, this tier 6 Swedish vehicle. No, I don't have paint for tier 6. I don't have paint for tier 6. I will not have paint for tier 5 premium. Nope. Let's take a premium tier 8. I have a premium tier 8 here. And there I have the paint. So we only have the basic paint And the customization for each part of your tank, starting from tier 10 for standard vehicle, only tier 10. So again, the better players or the tier 10 players have this option. Other players won't have this option. Or premium vehicles starting from, and we only have them in tier 8. We don't have tier 9 and tier... Oh yes, we have tier 10 premiums, the reward tanks. But the base paint colors are only there for premium tier 8s or above, or standard tier 10s. You don't have the base paints for everything that's under tier 10. So tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doesn't have the base paint colors. So thank you, Wargaming. Again, you are making something for the better players in the game, or better is maybe the wrong choice of words, for the players who have tier 10 tanks. So I thought the entire time I am explaining this whole new customization thing, I was thinking by myself, oh yes, this is cool, this is nice, the prices are nice, at least for now. We have lots of options here, but okay, I am explaining for 1 hour now, and I have to come to the conclusion that again, this is something for players with tier 10 tanks or players with a lot of premium vehicles. And premium vehicles, that is the premium vehicles without a camouflage with them. So my STG guard, I can't do anything with it. The defender, I can't do anything with it. Not that I want to, but if you have a lot of premium vehicles with a camouflage already on it, you can't customize that tank. So I have at least 3 of them here. The Prima Victoria, the STG guard, the defender, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. The timekeeping, this isn't Sandbox, my friend. This is the common test server. This is not the Sandbox server. This is the common test server, open for everybody. Everybody can check this out. Everybody can check this out. It's just the common test server, man. And indeed, it's wargaming at its finest, limiting the possibilities of players at their own expense. It's crazy that you can only do these things at tier 10 vehicles or tier 8 premium vehicles and above. Of course, I have a tier 7 here. Let's try. No paint. But what you can do is put the camouflage on your so below tier 8 you still have the difference of the different parts of your tank. The gun and gun mantlet is one part, then you have the hull, and that's it with this tank. There is no turret, but you can still put different camouflage patterns on different parts of your tank. So that is something everybody can do. But if you want the different paint colors, the unhistorical paint colors, you only can do that on tier 8 premium tanks or above and tier 10 standard tanks. That's basically it. So I still have to figure out why I only can see the let's take, oh, this is also a, I have a lot of premium tanks with a camouflage that came with it. So here I have a standard tier 10 and there I have the base colors again. And I already had camouflage on the tank. So normally, yeah, this was a permanent camouflage that I already bought. So normally if you delete it, you will have your money back, I think. I don't know. I have to read about it, actually. So I had, you see, I had camouflages. Permanent camouflage for desert, winter and summer. Oh, it seems that I don't have them for the desert. I only had them for winter and... okay. So, this is basically... oh, why can't I do the tracks here? Hey, I can't do the tracks of this thing. You can't do the tracks of every vehicle, it seems. That's strange. Oh yes, I couldn't select them this side. Now I have it. Okay. This is looking silly, man. There we go. Blue tank, purple tank. That's it. So, that is all I can tell you guys about this new customization feature that is coming to us probably in the next update 9.21. But if things are going sideways, then we won't get it in 9.21, but we will get it with the next update, or maybe with a patch afterwards. So yeah, I want to see if there is... let me see if they are talking about the tier 10 only and premium vehicles. Boom, 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 boom. Nope, nothing here. So actually, they are not telling anything about limitations on tiers, but I can see the limitation on tiers in the game itself, of course. So they do not say anything about tier 10 only and premium vehicles tier 8 and above. They're not telling anything about that, I think. Nope. The effects. Oh, here. Currently, new effects, paints and purchasable styles are available only for tiers 8 premium vehicles and tier 10 tanks. We're working on bringing them to lower tiers. Camos, emblems, inscriptions and rental styles can be applied to all tanks. So this is just utter bullshit. Why only premium vehicles tier 8 and tier 10 standard vehicles? Why? Why? I really don't understand. So pricing revision, okay. Fundamental changes to the customization system won't work without a pricing revision. Right now we're designing a uniform pricing model that will mesh with the new mechanics. The last thing we need is a rushed solution. So we'll take the time we need to do it right, and we'll offer you a full lowdown on the changes and the rationale behind them when we're finished. To minimize any inconvenience the revision might bring, we'll be giving everyone an exclusive 9-item set of camouflages when the feature releases. It consists of 3 season sets with skins for the hull, turret and gun in each. What's so exclusive about it, you ask? Well, unlike other nation-specific camos, these special textures can be applied to absolutely any tank. Okay. Stay tuned for more details on new customization features. So guys, this is really everything I can tell you guys about this new feature. Yeah, Wincom, that's basically it. Do you want to fully use our new paint system? Well, you will need to have a tier 10 vehicle or a premium tank. Premium tier 8, my friend. Not a premium tier 5 or 6 or whatever. A premium tier 8. Are you losing credits on your tier 10? Then you can earn a ton of credits with our premium tanks. So yes, so they are saying it here. It's only for tier 8 premium vehicles and tier 10 tanks. We're working on bringing them to lower tiers. Why the hell are you releasing a system where you can't use the whole system on every damn tank? Why, Wargaming? Why? This is again a half worked out system, and only the premium tank players and the tier 10 players will profit from it, if you can speak of profit, because you have to pay for it. But why not wait to release this whole thing when you can put it on every tank? You are working on it, so why not waiting a bit more? I really don't understand. Sometimes I really don't understand the way Wargaming thinks.